Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls around the world, it's time to experience the O's on the Original Sports Podcast.
Hey, cheers, everybody. The crew and I are celebrating Memorial Day today. We're at McClintock Distillery in downtown Frederick. Memorial Day is a time to honor, remember those who have served in the military. So it's just fitting that we tie our sports teams to honor those guys and reflect on sacrifices and service each member had. We're going to be doing a bunch of different people. Sis has baseball guys. Sheen has some football guys. And I'm going to bring you a plethora of a couple of other sports to tie into this. We're going to look at it through the lens of sports and whether we're going to celebrate athletes or examine connections that they've had to sports and military service. We're just looking at iconic moments that happen in sports on Memorial Day weekend. We're going to talk about it all. So let's get this thing rolling. Shane, man, you look a little tired today, my brother.
Very tired.
Where you been?
I was in Cooperstown this weekend. I went to the Hall of Fame up in Cooperstown, the East-West game. It honors black baseball, honors and celebrates black baseball of the past. Met a few my idols. Met Dave Winfield.
Woo!
Big Dave, the only athlete. I don't think he's the only. I did some research on this. I don't think he's the only, but he was drafted by MLB,
NBA,
NFL, NFL,
yeah,
NBA, CBA, ABA. I think he's the only one with 5. But the weird part about the NFL is he never played football in college. So
right.
He went to Minnesota, by the way. He played baseball and basketball, yes. But he was drafted by all those. I met Eddie Murray, who I'm sorry I didn't know has over 500 home runs.
Yeah. You didn't know that?
No.
For the Orioles.
Yes, for the Orioles. Yeah. I didn't know that. I posted a picture on Facebook and people tore me a new one. But yeah.
That's all right.
CC Sabathia, I met him this weekend. Nice guy, him and his wife Amber. Great people. I met the kid, Ken Griffey Jr.
Oh, you met KGJ?
Yeah.
Was his dad there? Was his dad there?
No, he wasn't. It was just him. He was in and out a lot. I don't think he wanted to be seen.
He's been doing a lot of commercials lately.
Yeah.
I mean, Junior. He's back involved with baseball.
Okay.
He's back involved.
I do know that Mr. Winfield does something for MLB, and I think Mr. Sabathia also. So
you said you saw Big Cecil?
No, I saw Prince, the
Prince
son.
Builder.
Yes, I said yes, but I also seen Prince's son, who's bigger than both of them. He's only a junior. He's going to be a senior next year, but yes.
In high school?
High school, yes.
Whoa!
Huge.
Bigger than both of them?
Yes.
No football in his career. No football.
I asked him what he played. I said, you play football? He said, nope, baseball. I didn't want to challenge him. Usually I say, hey, you're a football player. I wasn't telling him that because I think he'd have beat me up.
Was he
I'm
thick,
dead serious.
or was he like those
Very
guys?
thick. No, thick. Well, I can't wait to check him out on some video to see him hit this ball because it has to be going far. He's huge. That's all I kept saying the whole time I seen him. Huge.
So as a junior, next year, senior year, he'll get drafted next year.
More than likely.
You know where he won't end up?
Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh, because he'll be too good to end up there, right?
Yeah.
You know, they're lucky they got schemes.
He'll end up in Oakland.
No, maybe.
Yeah.
You know, they do a lottery now for baseball.
Oh, yeah.
So he can end up a million different places. You know, at the end of the day, he'll end up with the Yankees or Dodgers.
Do you guys like that lottery, or just, hey, we suck, we should get the number 1 pick?
Pittsburgh would have like 10 number 1 picks.
Yeah. No doubt.
I don't think it's going to help us. If we're not going to pay these guys, man.
No,
because that's what NBA does, the lottery.
They were just talking about that in the paper yesterday, I believe. You know, while we have him here, we might as well try to do something. But they're already saying he's going to be gone by that time. So,
well, at least they got him for 7 years under arbitration.
Oh, okay, that's good.
You know, that's. I mean, you got what you got right there under arbitration.
Okay.
So let's see if they can do something in 7 years. I guess if that team would go on and somehow, some way, get super successful for a year or two, win a World Series, then we could go back to another 30 years.
Did you say Pittsburgh and World Series in the same sentence?
I did.
Yeah, you're reaching.
Shit. I don't know if our kids are
I
see
did.
that.
You're
I
reaching.
don't know if our kids are going to see that.
It is what it is. Hey, fellas, how do you celebrate Memorial Day?
With a cookout of some sort.
Yeah.
A party. Well, not a party. Yeah, probably just a cookout.
Cousin Vaughn.
He wants to be on the show, by the way. But,
Oh,
yeah.
he ain't bringing Vaughn. Vaughn, you ain't coming on the show. You ain't coming on. You'll be all fired up. Who knows what you'll be saying?
He has a motto. He says, "Don't believe in Con, trust Vaughn." When it comes to the Steelers,
Was he running for president or something?
I love Vaughn. He's
Because they're all cons in
we'll let
politics.
Vaughn be on the show. I'd love to hear what he has to say.
he said, "You guys trust Con, believe in Vaughn."
Where's he living at now?
He's Eastern Shore, over close to Ocean City.
Okay, we'll put him on virtually so he don't. Oh, him and Chops in the same show. Woo!
There you go.
Hey, shout out to our boy Chops. He's fishing this weekend. He's camping.
Someone said he's camping. Like, is he glamping or camping? Did he hike in?
I can't see Chops glamping.
Did he hike in?
Oh, I don't know about that. Is that
Pitch a tent?
so? If you hop, you gotta hike in for it to be camping.
Yeah,
You can't
glamping.
just pull up.
No, that's glamping. You just pull up right there. Your car's there.
So anytime you want to leave, you can leave.
Listen,
Yeah.
I don't see Chops doing that, but I also don't see. I could see Chops in a tent. I can see Chops sleeping on an air mattress.
It's glamping too, right?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, because you can't carry that in the woods.
I'd like
too
to
much.
see. I'd like to see Chops go live with a bear. That'd be interesting to see. I bet Chops would win that one.
A little deliverance.
Yeah.
Oh, nah, I'm not down with that.
We might have West Virginia folk who watch the show, so you better step back. Hey, if you had the ability to invite like a celebrity or professional athlete, past or present, who would you invite to your Memorial Day picnic?
Clemente.
You'd invite Clemente?
I mean,
Bobby C.
he's bringing all the food.
Let me think.
That was bad. You hear what he said?
No.
He said Clemente, he's bringing all the food.
Why do you bring all the food?
That's just the kind of guy he is. He brings all the supplies.
Ah, that went over my head. Okay.
I went over his too.
Yeah. That's a good question.
Tom Hanks, my favorite actor,
Oh wow.
be telling stories.
Oh yeah, that one. Yeah. So we're gonna do the actors.
Denzel Washington.
You can do actors. I'm gonna go with Eddie Murphy.
Yeah.
I got
Eddie
that-
Murphy.
We'll go with Eddie.
Donkey.
We'll go with Eddie Murphy.
What was your favorite Eddie Murphy comedy routine?
Delirious.
Oh,
Are we
love
talking
Delirious.
movies?
Yeah.
This is probably gonna be bad, but I'm a big Boomerang fan. So
Yeah.
it's like a love thing. Yeah, I like that. Yeah.
I like Coming to America.
That one's I like
It's
them
just
all.
Stupid funny.
All
I
night.
just like to stand up with Delirious and Raw and Bunny
Yeah.
throwing that shoe at people.
Do, 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 do.
The ice cream truck.
Oh,
Yeah, that
that's
was
good. Yeah. I believe it's still the #1 grossing comedy show ever.
yeah.
Aunt Bunny. I remember. Oh my God. Did she
He's
sit
like-
on the steps?
Yeah, she fell down.
Yeah.
Oh, that was
Oh
good.
my God. Yeah, I'd probably invite either Belushi
Whoa.
or Tommy Boy. What the hell's his name?
Chris Farley.
Chris Farley.
Oh my God.
Being a fat guy, I like fat guy comedy. So
John Candy.
John Candy.
I love John Candy.
Yeah, he was good. And Uncle Buck.
Uncle Buck. Yeah, I
Hell
just watched
yeah,
it a
Uncle
couple weeks
Buck.
ago. Yep.
Uncle Buck.
Steve Harvey would be fun as shit too. He's funny.
You don't like him? I like Steve
I
Harvey.
like Steve Harvey.
Yeah, I like Steve
Kings
Harvey.
of comedy.
I saw this little clip the other day on Steve Harvey. He was doing his Family Feud thing, and the question was, what makes a man creepy? And the woman said mustache. And he got a mustache.
Wow.
He didn't take it personal, but Well, yeah, that'd be fun. What's your favorite thing to eat Memorial Day weekend?
Burnt hot dogs.
Burnt hot. Oh, my wife loves burnt hot dogs.
Yeah,
Don't you,
burnt.
T? I just made you some burnt hot
It's
dogs.
gotta be burnt.
So is
I can't eat
Megan. Megan, if the more burn it is, the better.
them.
She
Yeah.
loves them like
It's
that.
cancerous, but yeah.
Is it?
Yes. You guys didn't know that?
No.
Do your research.
I don't work from home. I ain't got
Okay,
that
no
time.
more burnt hot dogs for me.
You know what I like? I like either ribs or chicken on the grill.
Yeah. I love going to the picnics and getting like the potato salad, the macaroni salad.
Yuck.
They had the banging one yesterday. They had shrimp in it. I never had macaroni
Oh, who
salad.
made that one?
I don't know, but it was good because I never have that at my house because I'd eat the whole thing,
Yeah.
and no one eats that at my house. So
Yeah.
I love going to all the picnics and stuff and getting those appetizers like that. That's really good.
We had a little soiree at our house yesterday. It was great until the rain rolled in, but I think everybody had a lot of fun. Had like 30-some people.
Man,
You'd have got the invite, but I knew you was up in Cooperstown.
30
Yeah.
people.
Rubbing
Yeah.
elbows with the big guys.
Yeah. Yeah.
Shout out to CC.
Yep.
Thanks, Steve.
Who loves you, baby? Dave Winfield would be the one I would have been like starstruck.
Yeah, I was.
I think
You know?
CC could still play, don't you?
He actually he hit yesterday. He didn't pitch.
Oh, really?
He had a single.
Yeah.
And then he had a single. Yep. He had a hit.
CC. Hey, what game do you like to play? Like when you have a family soiree or you go to a picnic?
Cornhead.
Cornhole. I like playing darts, yard darts, where you got those
lawn
long
darts.
things and you just.
So how many points do you get for getting it in?
It's almost like playing cornhole.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you guys ever play ladder ball?
No.
What's that?
So you got like 2 golf balls at the end of a rope,
On a string. Yeah. Oh, I see
and then
it.
you toss it,
Uh-huh.
and there's like 3 tiers.
Uh-huh.
1, 2, 3. And if you get it on the bottom, it's 3 points. 2, 1. It's just something to play. It's pretty cool.
Is it?
Yeah. I made a set.
You did?
Yeah, out of PVC pipe.
Would you drill through the golf ball?
Yeah. Made it.
Wow.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
That's impressive as hell.
Yeah.
Who knew you were handy?
Huh?
Who knew you were handy?
His wife.
Jack. Jack Andy.
Hey, you guys watch any sports for Memorial Day weekend? You got car racing, Formula One,
No.
NASCAR, the
No.
Indy 500's on tomorrow, right?
No.
Or is it on today?
Today.
I think it's on today.
What else is
Yeah.
That's the only options I have?
That's I mean, baseball's on today.
The traditional stuff, yeah.
Yeah.
Basketball?
A lot going on with
Basketball,
basketball right
hockey,
now.
yeah. We got.
Who's going to shine at the end of the day? Who's going to play for the chip?
I think the Mavs and
Celtics.
the Celtics.
Yeah.
That'll be a good series, though, right?
Yeah.
Luka.
I like the parity in NBA right now. Actually, I do.
Playoff parity?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's
You didn't like it during the regular season?
nah, it's boring. So,
All right.
just got different teams in there.
I got you. I think one of the things they could do with all these sports is cut down the amount of teams that make the playoffs. That way, it's more like challenging during the regular season. When you go on a long losing streak and fall out of playoff contention, you may never get back there. Now you win like 5 games, you're like, there's teams that are under 500 in Major League Baseball right now, and I know it's only 50 games in, but there's teams that are 5-6 games under 500 that are going to be challenging for a playoff spot as a wild card. I don't know if I don't know. I don't subscribe to that, but it is what it is.
NBA is that they did that in-season tournament.
Yeah.
Could other leagues pick up on that and do something?
No.
No.
You think football?
No, not
I was about to say-
definitely not
I was
football.
about to say it's bad enough. You got
I'm
a
saying,
Wednesday
okay.
game and then a Sunday game.
No, definitely not football, but like hockey and baseball.
How
Do they do
about
anything?
How about you take your all-star teams and you play a best-of-3 series? Whoever wins the best-of-3 series gets home ice advantage for their conference for the playoffs.
Oh, that's huge.
That would be, we shut down, basically, these sports shut down for an entire week, right?
Yeah.
So you want to make it fun again. Okay, you can have your skills competitions and all that shit. You do that on Monday, and Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, you play your best out of 3. Okay, everybody got to play. You just fill a roster with all-stars. Everybody got to play.
Yeah.
Whoever wins 2 out of 3.
Baseball's changed a lot of rules. They try to be relevant. They have the interleague. That's helped, all the pitch counts and not pitch counts, but timings and
Yep.
Base stealing and throwovers.
Yep.
They're trying to be relevant, but it's just, and the fan base is struggling. So
Yeah, it's interesting. That just came to me though, because
Numbers are
everybody's
down.
always kind of like, well, what can you do to make it better? Well, make it more than just one game that's like a flag football thing. Now, I don't know what you can do with football. I don't. Like the Pro Bowl.
There's nothing you can do with it. It's just too much already.
Well, listen, it's an 18-week season,
Like,
right?
dude, I heard the Steelers have like a Wednesday, Sunday, Is that true?
They have 3 games in 10 days.
That's freaking crazy.
So they play Philadelphia, the Ravens, and then Kansas City on Christmas Day.
That's crazy. Y'all don't think that's crazy?
Oh, I think it's insane.
3 games.
Yeah,
In 10 days.
yeah. And they play six of their last 8 games are division games,
I know that.
which is also insane.
It's
to
like
me.
the first game's your walk through for the next 2. You're like, what
Dude,
the?
that's crazy.
You know what I mean? Like, what are you gonna do?
Wednesday,
Yep.
Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
You remember, like, Bettis would talk about the game the day after the
Yes.
game.
Yeah.
He couldn't even walk down the steps.
That's what I mean.
How are these guys going to play 3 and 10?
You gotta-
Listen, I was sore playing flag football, so I know those guys are still playing playing tackle football.
You got to use
crazy.
listen, you got to use that roster. You get 53, 55 man roster. You know, that means guys like, well, let's just say that for the Steelers, because we're Steeler homers, Jalen Warren's going to have to get a ton of carries.
Right.
You're going to have a third back at that point.
They
So
just signed somebody.
yeah,
Practice squad.
yeah, but I mean, you're going to have a third back to take some of those carries. You're going to have to use
Yeah.
all 6 of your receivers on your roster. All 3 of your tight ends. That way, nobody's worn out as you're playing 3 games in 10 days. Football was not designed to play 3
No.
games in 10 days. No way.
Unless you're playing 7-on-7.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, because there's no hitting, no
Right.
pounding.
Exactly.
So, fellas, let's get into the main segment a little bit here. I got a couple questions I want to talk about here real quick. How does military experience influence a veteran's approach to sports, mentally and physically? What do you think?
Mentally?
Mentally and physically. How does being a veteran, maybe you didn't fight in the war?
Well,
just mentally, you're team oriented.
right. And physically, you're never going to give up.
Yeah.
Fight.
Yeah.
That's easy. Yeah.
Hurt,
Right.
broken, just beaten up. Exactly. You're not backing
No
down
quit.
to nothing.
No quit.
I think they have that old school mentality. I'm in it for the team.
Yeah.
That philosophy and concept that we're a band of brothers.
Yeah. Yeah. You got to do it for the next guy.
That's what I think.
As well, that's why you don't see as much of that today in sports where guys are coming to professional athletics, I mean, from being a military guy or something like that. The last guy that I can remember was the defenseman from the Penguins, Ole Mata.
He's in the military?
He had an obligation. And they said, well, you can finish playing hockey, but you still got this obligation in some way, shape, or form. You are going to have to go and serve your time. You know,
I was thinking Villanueva.
yeah. He's a good one. You got the football guy. Read a little bit about El Villanueva.
Alejandro Villanueva had a remarkable career, bridges his service as a U.S. Army Ranger and his role as an offensive tackle in the NFL. After he graduated from West Point, he served 3 tours in Afghanistan, earning a Bronze Star for his valor. Transitioning to professional football, Villanueva joined the Steelers, where his discipline and leadership was shown on the field. His unique journey from the battlefield to the NFL highlights his extraordinary commitment and resilience.
They're saying join the Steelers, but he started out with the Eagles as a tight end.
Right? I thought that was true.
Yeah, he started out with the Eagles as a tight end. He had a great career.
So
with
then he
Pittsburgh.
really bulked up. Shit, I didn't realize that.
Yeah, he was a big dude. What is he, like 6'8"?
Yeah.
He had a great career.
And then he finished with the Ravens.
Yeah,
Yes.
I think he went there for. I think he signed a 3-year deal and played 1 year.
Yeah, he stunk.
You know,
They were mad. They were mad about that. The Ravens fans.
He stunk towards the end. He did
Yeah.
all right at the beginning as a left tackle.
Nobody told him to sign him. Did anybody say, "Hey, go out and sign El Villanueva"?
He did
know.
all right with the Steelers as a left tackle for
Yeah.
a while, right?
Yeah,
But that was impressive when he came out, I thought.
yeah, he did a great job. You know, I agree with you guys though. Physically, mentally, you just have to be a little tougher. I don't know. I never served in the military. My father did. My uncles did. His dad did.
I always wanted to,
you know,
because of them. And then my parents were like, "The hell you is."
Having your brother's back, going to war.
Yeah.
In a sense.
And I think that's what team sports taught me. But then, like, to really magnify that in the military, you always got to be on guard. You always got to be with it. and have other people's back. I thought that was the true mark of a
champion.
Champion.
Yeah.
There, yeah.
Yep, I'll buy that. Hey, how about this one? What impact have veterans had on the culture and ethos of professional sports teams? Like when those guys end up being drafted, when they end up coming back and playing for a team, what do they do for that team? I know we talked about the physical and mental approach. We talk about the camaraderie they bring back.
That's what I was going to say.
I was going to, what I think is the discipline. Okay. Even though we talk about the discipline of athletes today, I think you still had that stuff back in the day. You heard about how guys like Babe Ruth used to go out and get drunk and eat hot dogs and go to the ballpark. And there were other guys who followed in the same. Yeah, they followed in the same way. But you stick a guy like Ted Williams on a team back in the day, and he changes the dynamics of that team because he served in the military.
Right. And brought everything that he learned from the military to the football team. Well, baseball team in that sense.
Yeah. Splendid splinter. He was an amazing baseball player. Sis, you got split. He got splendid splinter. Sis.
Let's go, Sis. Get on
Splinter, who was splendid. Ted Williams. He's celebrated as one of baseball's greatest hitters, no doubt about it, and a distinguished U.S. military vet, serving as a pilot in both World War II and the Korean War. He interrupted his illustrious career with Boston. It's okay. To fly combat missions, earning numerous commendations for his bravery. Despite losing nearly 5 years of playing time. Can you imagine what he would have done if he was still there?
Right.
5 years he was in the military.
Wow.
He returned to the majors, secured his legacy with a 3.44 average.
And he batted, I think to this very day, he's the last guy to still bat 400.
Speaking of great hitters, I met Tony Gwynn Jr. this week.
No way.
He hit a home run. Yes. Yep. Tony Gwynn Jr. Solid. Yeah. Nice. Yeah. Good guy. I mean, they were all good guys. Yeah. But yeah. Harold Reynolds.
Did you get to talk to Tony Gwynn Jr.?
Yeah.
Did you ask him about his dad at all?
Just talked to him. We was basically talking about the food. we all ate together.
Hey, Harold Reynolds ain't on MLB anymore.
No.
Is that?
No, they pushed, for some reason, they pushed Harold Reynolds out.
I loved him. He was great.
His insight was so incredible.
Probably
It was.
money.
Well, ESPN, we'll just leave it at that.
Okay.
We'll leave it at that.
Ted Williams, 521 career home runs also.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hey, you know who else I was thinking about? Willie Mays. A lot of people didn't realize Willie Mays was in the military, and
I didn't know that.
yeah, Willie Mays brought a lot to the table too. Don't you have Willie Mays?
I got Willie here. Also known for his baseball, extraordinary baseball, that over the shoulder catch.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Do you guys when you see stuff like that? Like, I've seen that so many times. I'm like, was I there? No, I wasn't even born yet. But you know what I mean?
That's because you got to watch Grippy play.
Yeah. But also, he was an Army soldier, enlisted during the peak of his early career. May served in the Army from 52 to 53, so 2 years, missing significant playing time. He returned to baseball, became one of the greatest players, as we know, of all time. Known for all-around skills, hitting, fielding, base running, which I don't think he gets recognition for as much as he does the others. His military service exemplified his dedication, resilience to his teams on and off the field.
I think he was one of the greatest 5-tool athletes ever. Like, he could do everything, and he was exceptional at it. I bet you some of our viewers don't realize or know, or listeners don't know that is Barry Bonds' godfather.
Yeah.
Barry Bonds goes, I know he didn't serve in the military, but he recently he's getting inducted into the Pittsburgh Pirates Ring of Honor. Very much deservedly so. You could say what you want about Bonds' personality and things of that nature, but at the end of the day, the guy was a great baseball player. A lot of people want to cry about the steroid stuff, but he still had to get up there and swing a bat and hit the ball, right?
Yeah, and because the guys on the mound are probably doing the exact same thing, And so that made it pretty even.
Yeah, yeah. We know that they say Clemens was one of those guys. and things like
Illegally
that.
even, but
But,
it was.
but
Yeah.
who knows? Who knows? We weren't there. Who knows?
Wait, time out. 5-tool. Tell everybody what 5 tools are.
5-tool. He hit on it. Speed, accuracy, hitting ability, fielding ability.
Hitting. Did you say hitting?
I think I said hitting
Base running.
and base running. Yep.
My Uncle Pete was 5'2".
Was he 5-tool?
Yes, he was.
Yeah, that's quite a remarkable
I don't
thing.
even got 5 tools in the basement.
I think that Griffey was a 5-tool because he could hit for power. Mays could hit for power. Those guys, the power.
Oh, it's fielding, throwing. Fielding and throwing.
Yeah, my bad.
They separated those.
Griffey's been eating.
Was he looking a little thick?
Yeah. Yeah. You could tell.
Yeah,
It's okay. He don't got to play anymore.
I mean, just going on his off his playing days. He was thin. And I always wondered like how he did all the things he did to be that small.
Yeah.
But yeah, he could swing that.
Remember,
bat.
Canseco was the first 40-40.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I think one of the best players in the league right now, if you want to go down that road for a minute, is Acuna.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He is so fun to watch play.
Atlanta. Oh,
I love the Ellie De La Cruz kid, but
Yes, I like him
think
too.
he really gets a lot of limelight. And you've got a kid in Pittsburgh, O'Neal Cruz, who's almost as good as he is.
Yeah. Wait, when you say who you talking about?
the dude.
Ellie De La Cruz.
Yes, I agree with that. I
think they're
agree with that.
very, very close,
Yes.
neck and neck in terms
I
of
agree with
talent, skill.
that. And I think Cruz might have more power.
Oh, he definitely does. His exit velocity is insane.
I agree with that.
Yeah, Cruz hit 2 doubles. I think it was 2 doubles this past week, 120 miles an hour inside the park. He hit it 120 miles an hour. Imagine getting in front of that.
Yeah.
I'll let the outfielder get that one.
Yeah.
It's just crazy. It's crazy, some of these guys. So let's go back to that question. Skills or qualities veterans often bring to professional sports. Let's just talk about skills they bring to professional sports that sets them apart from other guys that are already there.
I think they're detail oriented. You need to know
Right.
not just the X's and O's, but everything that goes into it prior to setting up, before the game, paying attention to those details throughout the game and maintaining that consistency mentally,
Yeah.
because you're going to have highs and lows. Someone's going to score. You're going to strike out.
Yep.
You're going to give up a touchdown, a sack, whatever. Yes. You have to, but it's in those details. And you always see the guys on the sidelines with the iPads and watching the monitors and the dugout and whatnot. But they're constantly studying that game, the details, attention to detail. To me, is probably one of the biggest things that they bring to the game.
I'm going to talk about Arnold Palmer for a second. Arnold Palmer, known as the king of golf, celebrated both of his illustrious career in professional golf and served in the Coast Guard.
Wow.
He was in the Coast Guard. I bet you a ton
Uncle
of people didn't know that. Before becoming a household name in the world of golf, Palmer enlisted in the Coast Guard in 1951, where he served for 3 years and honed his discipline and resilience. Talk about bringing something to the table. His military service provided him with a strong foundation that contributed to his success on the PGA Tour, where he won 7 major championships and became a beloved figure in the sport. His personality was off the chain, and he pioneered golf. He was one of those people who popularized golf because of that. He made it accessible to a bigger audience, is what he did. Anybody felt like they could go out and play the game after watching Arnold Palmer play. His legacy endures not only through his contributions to golf, but his example of service and sportsmanship. So,
Also, the best drink at
The Arnold Palmer.
Arnold Palmer. Yes.
Arnold Palmer.
Half tea, half
Yes.
lemonade.
Ooh,
And
the
from
base
from
got-
Latrobe. And we know what goes on in Latrobe.
the base has to be lemonade. More lemonade than tea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, another shout out to McClintock Distillery in Frederick, Maryland,
Yes.
for letting us come in and do our show today. We're very honored and proud to be in here. It's a great place. If you're ever in Frederick, if you live in Frederick, if you're close to Frederick, if you're just hanging out and want to do something, come and check out McClintock's. They have a tour of their distillery. They have a bunch of different great drinks they make, seasonal drinks, and just, like I'm drinking some gin right now. It's probably the best gin you'll ever have. I mean, it's just so smooth, and I can't say enough good about it.
Yeah, they said it was silky smooth like Mark's underwear. Let's
pause.
It's really, really, really nice.
That's only.
Thank you, McClintock.
Listen, that's only when I'm wearing them.
I'm very rarely to wear underwear. When I do, it's something exotic. What's that?
Stripes. I got you.
Hey, speaking of stripes,
Bill Murray.
Besides my dad, my grandfathers, both of them, and my uncles and all that, stripes made me want to go to the military. I was like, man, these guys can do it. They're having fun. I'm enjoying that.
Yeah, those dudes have fun.
Oh, that was the best.
Bill Murray I'll tell you what, that guy's always made me, speaking of people that I'd love to sit on, just him in character, because I don't know if he's like that in real life. He don't seem, I don't know. He doesn't seem like the guy that's fun to be around in real life. Just, I don't know. But in character, I think I would love to interact
Baby
with
Ruth. Not too long ago, he was dating Khalees.
Who?
Khalees.
Who's that?
Her milkshake brings all the boys to the yard.
Oh, he was getting with her?
Khalees Paradis.
Woo! Oh, good for Bill Murray.
Yes. I don't know what that was about, but yeah.
Are they still dating?
I don't know. She's smoking.
Good for Bill Murray. She's probably like 30 years younger than him.
Guess who her husband used to be?
Who?
Nas.
Really?
Yeah. They have a kid. Yeah.
Nah.
Named Knight. Yes.
Yep. Huh. Wonder what the attraction was there.
Milkshake.
Shit. Nas. Hey, can you break down Roger Staubach for us a little bit? I know we threw him in there. He was a good one to talk about.
Roger the Dodger. That's weird. They called him Roger the Dodger, but he wasn't a Dodger.
He was one of those guys who would do to Kenny Pickett, except he wouldn't get sacked.
You're not getting what I'm saying.
Yeah.
No, he didn't dodge the draft.
There you go. Thanks.
Okay.
Yeah.
See, thank you.
All right.
We here, Terry. We here.
I got you, man.
Roger the Dodger Staubach, celebrated not only as a Hall of Fame quarterback, but also as a distinguished U.S. Navy veteran. He graduated from the Naval Academy in 1965. He served as a supply officer in Vietnam before embarking on his illustrious NFL career. Staubach's time in the military instilled a sense of discipline and leadership that translated seamlessly onto the football field, leading the Cowboys, America's team, to 2 Super Bowl victories. He became known for his clutch performances and unwavering determination. Beyond his athletic achievements, Staubach's commitment to service and teamwork remains a defining aspect of his legacy. I was definitely going to say dedication, because listen, if you're dedicated to serving to protect this country, I mean, what else is better than that?
No, I mean, that's putting your life on the line for a bunch of people you don't even know who don't care.
Yeah.
You know, yeah. I mean, it's just, at the end of the day, that level of dedication you're taught is not something you just gain when you go to the military. I feel like it's something that you're inbred with, and you want to continue that and take care of a lot of people. I feel that way about people who are firemen, people that are policemen, people that are teachers. Because at the end of the day, you are doing a service for a lot of people and trying to just provide them with a quality of life in some way, shape, or form, whether it's policing their neighborhoods, whether it's helping with whatever.
Getting the cat out of the tree.
Yeah, whatever it takes. Whatever it takes.
Or the bag.
Appreciate you. Thank you.
Thank you very
Ryan,
much.
right?
Tyler
and Zach.
No, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. I appreciate
Thanks,
it.
Tyler. We're not always 100%. I'm not going to lie to you.
Tyler and Zach.
Tyler and Zach.
2 names.
It's like it should be a TV show.
Easily.
Tyler and Zach on the Nickelodeon.
Yes. Easy.
You guys used to be on Nickelodeon? Tyler and Zach?
No, that was Zach and
Cody. I got it. Hey, she Sheen did Staubach. I want to jump over to another one of mine. This is one of my all-time favorite guys, Joe Louis. He was known as the Brown Bomber, legendary heavyweight boxing champion. He was a U.S. Army veteran. I don't know if you guys knew that. He held the heavyweight title from 37 to 49. Lewis's boxing career got interrupted when he went to World War II.
Wow.
He enlisted. He
wasn't drafted.
He was a heavyweight boxing champion.
He
enlisted. Okay, in 1942, and spent the war years primarily in morale boosting activities. Which, okay, he was still part of it though. He had exhibition matches for the troops. He earned a lot of respect and admiration from those guys. Beyond the ring and battlefield, he also played a significant role in breaking racial barriers in America. Joe Louis did. That's why they got the Joe Louis Arena in Detroit. Okay. Oh, yeah.
That's gone.
Really? What's Detroit playing?
I think that's gone.
Okay. Well, they should have named the new one Joe Louis Arena if they didn't.
Yeah, I think that's gone.
His legacy is a powerful blend of athletic excellence, patriotic service, and social impactment. Okay, that's who Joe Louis.
Put him up, Joe. Yeah.
You know, when you think about it, he's one of the groundbreaking guys, along with Jackie Robinson, to do that.
Right. Before my time, again, obviously, all of our times, but you just see the videos and it's like, damn, I must have been there, but nope. He was awesome.
Joe Louis Arena closed in 2017. It was demolished in 2020.
That's too bad.
Yeah.
That's too bad. I did not realize that. I thought they kept that around for stuff.
It's now called the Little Caesars Arena.
Oh, that's right. Because the guy who owns Little Caesars owns Detroit Red Wings, Detroit Tigers, but not the Lions. The Lions are owned by a different family.
Well, damn Little Caesars. You used to be able to roll right up in there and get a $5 pizza. Now it's like over $5, and you're waiting forever.
Not only that, but
they're not hot and ready anymore.
They don't. There's no Kmart's anymore where you can go get it in a
freaking
Kmart.
Yeah.
So Little Caesars isn't that good? It's not hot fast anymore?
No. You gotta like go up, order
Is it $5?
No, it's like $7.
Yeah, it's like more than $5.
I never thought it was good pizza, but
Man, you might as well go to Belisario's.
Oh,
Shout out to Nikki.
yes.
I would do that way over.
Pepperoni, sausage, banana pepper.
Ooh, that sounds good.
I think we're gonna
money.
get one right after this.
I got
She closed on Sundays.
I'm
though.
definitely eating, but I don't know where. I haven't had anything to eat, but
You
yes,
kicking it around. Maxwell's right up the street, my brother.
I might do that.
Maxwell's right up the street.
We're in.
Yeah.
All right, who we got next?
All right, let's look at who we can talk about next.
Muhammad Ali.
Let's talk about
Dude, he was a
Muhammad
Dodger.
Ali.
He was a Dodger.
He was
that's right.
No, I don't know. I think it was on that OJ Netflix, whatever.
But he was Cassius Clay then.
But you had Muhammad Ali, you had Kareem,
Lou Alcindor.
yeah, Jim Brown, and then there was one other dude,
The great Jim Brown.
the great Jim. They were like protesting the war, obviously.
Right.
And OJ was like, I don't want to get into all that. I know we're going down the rabbit hole, but he's like, he was worried about his image and all that.
They ain't like OJ.
And
So
they were just like,
Jim Brown didn't have
Okay.
like OJ.
forget it.
That's weird because Jim Brown did the same. So that's weird, but okay.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Did you see the bloody glove when you came through the door here?
No. The glove don't fit.
You must have quit.
Yes. Stop that shit.
Oh man. Hey, how about this guy, Jack Dempsey? Remember Jack Dempsey? Remember the name Jack Dempsey?
Yeah.
Jack Dempsey's. Did you know his nickname was Manasseh Mahler?
Yes.
And he was a heavyweight boxing champion. The difference was, yeah, exactly. He fought.
Yeah.
He was World
That was
War
like
One.
Nintendo or something.
He was a World War One veteran. He rose to fame in the 1920s. He held the title from 1919, 1926. He had that aggressive knockout style like you demonstrated. Before his boxing career, though, he served in the Army, World War One. He was stateside stationed. He competed in those military boxing tournaments. And I think sometimes those guys enlist because they encourage them to enlist to help with the troops, you know, to keep the troops' morale up.
Yep.
His military service instilled in him a sense of discipline, toughness that he took to the ring. And Dempsey's contributions both to boxing in his country, really cemented his status during that era. So it
The
was
Manassas
interesting.
Mahler, so he's from Virginia.
Huh?
The Manassas Mahler.
Manasseh. The Manasseh
What's
Mall.
that?
I
What's
got a
that?
question. Do you think that
Go ahead.
some of these guys did it for? I know it's a selfless act joining the military.
Sure it is.
I don't think anybody does it for recognition.
Nah.
You said they encouraged him.
I said from my perspective,
encouraged.
I would think that it was encouraged, and they told him he would have a role, but a role that would help to keep morale up during that time.
Okay, do you think that some that were encouraged like that were like, this is going to help the sport?
Maybe. I don't know. What do you think?
I don't think so.
Because that's what I'm saying. It's such a selfless act.
What? So
Put yourself in that
let
position.
me ask you guys a question. Do you
And I'm
know,
gonna like,
do you know all the benefits they get? And I don't know if they were getting them back then, but like now, like I have friends who are went in the military, retired. They get checks from the military. They get 100% disability checks. They get kids go to school for free, and then
college.
yes. I mean, there's so many. So I don't know if they were doing that back then. I doubt it, but yeah.
I think part of it though is you should get pretty much if you do X amount of time in the military, I think you should get a free cake. Well, I don't want to say cakewalk, but you should have a lot of liberties in life because you've put your life on the line.
I agree.
In a drop of a hat, we could be in World War III with all this stuff that's always going on. And you don't know if they're going to
right now.
say, hey, you're getting shipped.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, like that's pretty scary.
Yeah.
That's pretty scary to me. I know Terry every once in a while will say about one of our kids, like, well, it'd be good for Vincent to go. And I'm thinking, wow, she just, I believe in the military, but
Max is thinking about it.
Max is.
Yeah. A lot of benefits, man. Great benefits.
We went to a career fair.
If he needs to talk to someone, I can hook him up.
He talked to someone there, and
I'm talking about benefit wise.
he's like, I'm thinking about it. So
I still think it's a little bit of a scary proposition.
I mean, it's my what's
and then
going
I
on?
asked
But
the guy,
I mean,
and then I asked
the
the guy, and he
chance.
goes, "You're too old, sir." I was like, "Damn it!"
Can I leave my wife and kids home and go to the military?
you gotta run the
I
mile.
offered.
You gotta
I
run the
offered.
mile. Don't you run the mile?
The mile?
Could you run a mile?
I could run it. Might take me 20 minutes.
It might.
Damn.
I had to like
No, I'm kidding.
stop and get lunch or something, but that's 4 times around the track, right? Yeah.
I believe so.
Whew. I couldn't run it. I could probably jog it.
Okay. What's your mile time right now?
About 11.
Yeah, that's probably what I
11
could do it
minutes?
in. I bet you I could do an 11.
About 11.
I'd have to stretch really good though. I get cramped up in my like.
That's no stretching for me. I come out, I'll walk up the street and then take off. No,
lightning.
not like that, but I start running.
He said,
You like Jim Kick?
There's
Or
no
what was
lightning.
his name? Jim Fix.
Yeah, there's no lightning. More of a then it dies down. I got a slope too, so
It's like a
it's like
puff.
going uphill. Yeah,
Like,
that's what gets me. That
I got
going
You
up-
say you got a slope, little slope going uphill.
yeah.
I
That's
see
what
that
gets me.
slope. I turn around. Forget it.
Yeah. Hey, who's got Oh, this got to be Sizzle. Bob Feller.
Let's do Bobby. Hey, he's obviously a Hall of Fame pitcher. Where'd he play?
Boston.
Cleveland, and dedicated Navy vet. He went to the Navy just days after Pearl Harbor.
Oh wow.
That's incredible. He served on the USS Alabama.
Oh.
Aren't you going down there soon?
Yes.
And
MLB, we'll be there, baby.
during World War II, earned 6 campaign ribbons and 8 battle stars. Thank you so much. Despite losing nearly 4 prime years of baseball to the military, he came back to the majors, continued to dominate, achieving 266 career wins. That's incredible.
That's insane, actually.
And a number, I don't know. I don't have the number of strikeouts, but it's up there. Yeah.
He's probably the greatest pitcher in Cleveland Browns history, or Cleveland Indians, or
yeah.
Guardians, or whatever the hell they're called today.
Guardians.
Yeah.
Is that hard to figure out? Who else they have? Did David Price pitch there?
No.
No, he was Tampa.
Yeah.
And
in Boston.
Boston.
Yep. Yep. He was a hot commodity back in the day.
Oh.
You know, he probably cashed in.
I seen that curve. I don't know.
Going that way.
It was going that way. I was like, what's going on with this guy?
He's supposed to be throwing sliders.
He has some aces on his Jordans, though.
That's called a screwball. If he's throwing it and it's going like that, that's a screwball.
It's like,
You know who I want to say for last? I want to say Tillman for last, but
okay.
I want to hear a little bit about Rocky Bly because I met Rocky. Rocky was on his show. Rocky was on his show with me.
This is Shane's favorite Steeler.
Yes. Rocky Bly's journey from the battlefield to the football field is a testament to his resilience and determination. After he was drafted by the Steelers in '68, he was soon called to serve in the Vietnam War, where he was severely injured by a grenade. Despite doctors doubting his ability to walk again, not even just walking, despite
Still tired?
Despite doctors doubting his ability to walk again, Bly defied the odds, enduring extensive rehab to return to professional football. His perseverance paid off as he became a key player in the Steelers dynasty, winning 4 Super Bowl titles, more than Roger Staubach. Rocky Bly's story is a powerful example of overcoming adversity and the enduring spirit of a true champion. He has a movie also, right?
Yeah, Fighting Back.
Fighting Back. Check out the Rocky Bly story on Tubi.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, it is on Tubi, huh?
I don't know.
I think it is. I think it is. You know, I had him on the show. He's one of the most interesting guys I ever talked to. You can go back and watch it on YouTube, on our channel on YouTube. He talked about, you know, going to Notre Dame and what that was all about and how he made that choice. He talked about his relationship with Chuck Noll. He talked about Bradshaw's relationship with Chuck Noll and how Bradshaw just liked to stoke Chuck Noll. He talked about when the Steelers were playing Dallas in the Super Bowl and who dumped Bradshaw? Who was it? Harvey Martin or Hollywood Henderson?
Oh, there you go.
And Franco was really pissed. And he got in the huddle and he's like, give me the ball. And they're like, nah, that's not the play that was called. And Franco's like, I don't care. Give me the ball. And they're like, no, we got to run this play. Chuck sent us playing. He's like, give me the ball. And if you go back and look at Steeler highlights from when they beat Dallas, I think it was the second time in the Super Bowl, Franco took the carry and ran over 50 some yards for a touchdown right down the middle of the field. He was so pissed off. And I thought that was pretty interesting to hear that little snippet about what happened in the huddle with that game. I thought that was just kind of cool.
What you say about that is like the guys back then were like, you listen to the coach. But to hear them speak out like that, because now players are just so outspoken. You know what I mean?
You think?
and it's like to hear that a player was not outspoken, but like, forget the coach. We're going to run this play.
Yep.
That wasn't heard of back then. You just did what they, it was.
Well, they've got a lot of.
It's like a subservient.
They have a lot of
type of way of thinking.
They have a lot of freedoms today, though, when they run plays. I know Mahomes and the Wallace. You know, they have a great rapport, and there's a lot of freedoms there for those
because
guys.
if they see something, they can call it.
Yeah, see something, say something.
Yes, exactly.
See something, say something. Yep. Hey, Sis, who you got? Who you got yet?
Well, the last
Yogi Berra.
I got 2 guys.
Oh
no, I'm sorry, I only got 1.
You got Yogi Berra.
Yogi.
Yogi.
Everybody knows. I think Yogi, one of the best catchers of all time.
Yeah.
Son too, right?
Yeah.
Del Berra.
You know where he played?
One of the best sniffers.
Third base. Third base for the Buccos.
Was he any good? I don't remember him.
No. Terrible.
No, it's terrible.
Terrible.
I think he played with Frank Tavares.
They didn't win a World Series?
No. He wasn't on that team.
All right.
But
he was terrible. Phil Garner was the third baseman on that team.
And then John something. But he was a World War II vet. And before he played for the Yankees, he won he won 10 World Series championships. Before he won those, he was in the Navy. Took part in the D-Day invasion
That's pretty wild.
Man, I walked the beaches at Normandy. You were there,
I haven't been in
right?
Normandy.
You haven't been to Normandy?
No.
That's pretty intense. I've been there, seen some of the bunkers and whatnot. It's wild. And to think that they could have avoided some of that stuff, but they divided. You know, they kind of flanked them, and the Germans were waiting for them up on the hills and just
Pounced on them.
yeah. And but anyway, his military service exemplified his bravery, commitment, qualities he carried on the baseball field. Known for his exceptional skills as catcher and his memorable yogiisms. What's your favorite yogiism? I got one.
All right.
And I think it was a female interviewer, but beside the point, she said, "Yogi, you look really cool today." He goes, "Oh yeah, you don't look so hot yourself."
He was such
a character.
different. He was
a
so
character.
different than his son.
Yeah,
Like Del Barra, he had zero personality.
but this guy, I
You
mean,
know,
he's just.
He unfortunately was a pirate, and he was not a very good one.
But can you imagine 10 World Series champs?
Well, yeah.
And to me, because I was a catcher, I coach catchers, and to me that's the heart of the team.
That's the quarterback.
That's the quarterback. That's the only position that's seeing. You're seeing everything.
That's the quarterback of the team right there, the catcher.
So
Whether you want to realize that or appreciate it or acknowledge it, that's up to you. But I will tell you, that's where it was. My last guy is David Robinson, the Admiral.
The Admiral.
David Robinson, widely known as the Admiral, is renowned for his remarkable career as a professional basketball player and his service as a U.S. Navy officer. Graduating from the U.S. Naval Academy in '87, Robinson fulfilled his military commitment. Then he went to the NBA. He played for the San Antonio Spurs, 2 NBA championships, and he's in the NBA Hall of Fame, which is not unheard of because he was so great. He was a great leader, skills, dedication. He felt like he honed his skills and things like that on the basketball court while he was at the Navy, because he was always a smart guy, but like he went in there, I don't know how great he felt he was, but he really improved his skills while he was in the Navy. He became a dominant center. He was part of that Olajuwon, all those guys.
Pat Ewing.
Yeah. Beyond his athletic achievements, Robinson's commitment to service is evident through his continued philanthropic efforts, making him a role model both on and off the court. If Navy is ever doing something or the Spurs are ever doing something, they always call on him, and he's always there. He's always involved.
I thought it was interesting whenever they transitioned from him to Duncan,
They play together.
and it was seamless.
Toward the end, they played
Towards the
together.
end. It was seamless, and there was no like bitter rivalry or what I mean. Like when they start phasing out, when they start phasing you out, it's like let this guy figure it out himself. It felt like he was a mentor, and he took Duncan under his wing and he helped him along because he knew Duncan was in a Hall of Famer also. I mean, like, this guy.
Don't you feel like that
He was thinking at the end.
at the very end?
He was bad.
At the very end. But don't you feel like that San Antonio Spurs it was like a 10-year run
Yeah,
that they won like 4 championships,
they
2
were
with
dominant.
Robinson, 2 with Duncan. Don't you feel like they kind of, I don't know, they kind of were underlooked as far as NBA lures?
Yeah, probably because they were too clean cut.
Well, you had Robinson. You had
Duncan with the bad hairline.
no, you had
Who's cutting?
Rodman was there.
Orix.
They brought Rodman in.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that.
I don't remember that.
I do.
Towards
At
the
the end.
Yeah,
At the end.
he
At
was
the end
with the
of his career.
Pistons. Then he went to the Bulls, and then the Spurs,
Yeah.
Then the Lakers.
and then the Lakers. Yeah,
I remember him at the Spurs. I don't. Wow.
I do.
yeah.
He won 2 championships.
I do.
with-
No, I do.
He won those championships with Duncan.
I do.
He might. What's he got? Like 5 or 6?
At least.
Rodman?
Horry has the most.
Yeah.
Bobby Horry.
What's he got? 7?
He had him with Houston. He
Something
had him
like
with the
that.
Lakers. He had him with anybody else? Houston, Lakers. I can't think of him with anybody else.
Yeah. Anyway,
Yeah. Who's your last guy?
My last guy is Mr. Pat Tillman.
Yeah. One of my all-time favorite.
One of the most recent ones.
One of my all-time favorite athletes.
Pat Tillman is remembered as both a courageous NFL player and a patriot.
Patriotic U.S. Army Ranger.
Sorry.
The man is tired.
Weekend hangover, yes. No alcohol either. After establishing himself as a star safety for the Arizona Cardinals, he made the extraordinary decision to leave his football career and enlist in the military following the September 11 attacks. Tillman served with distinction in Afghanistan, embodying selflessness and dedication to his country. His tragic death in 2004 highlighted the profound sacrifices made by service members and underscored his legacy of bravery and honor.
Huh? Sorry.
What are y'all talking about? I'm done.
Oh,
No, it says can't update Chrome. That's all right. I guess.
yeah.
Come
Doesn't
on.
matter.
Did you? I just saw that they're still investigating what happened.
Well,
Wow.
because they don't think it was friendly fire.
Exactly.
They don't think it was. They don't think it was friendly fire.
So you think
They think it was a setup.
Huh?
Yeah.
Like Rambo, like a coup?
Yeah.
Yep. Which is sad.
Serious?
Yeah.
This
Why?
guy.
I've read a lot of shit about
Why?
that. I don't know.
Which is sad. The mom's still like pursuing it.
They didn't want him dead? Like, they wanted him dead? Like, who would want him dead? I don't get it.
He might have known some stuff that we probably shouldn't know.
Oh, wow. So it's like a movie.
Yeah.
Chuck
Yeah.
Norris. What was the Chuck Norris movie they were looking for him?
Almost every Chuck Norris movie. They was always looking for Chuck.
I just watched it recently.
Chuck and Duck.
I saw Bigfoot saw Chuck. He ran away.
Oh, Sis. Jesus.
The board was so scared of Chuck, it broke itself.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh, my Lord.
What's interesting with all these cats we shared with you today was that, they dedicated their life and service to serving us. So, and to me, what's interesting is the guys who were, man, I'm set. I made it to the elite. I made it to the league. I made it to the top of the top. But you know what? I'm going to put life on pause, as Sheen likes to say, and I'm going to go back and I'm going to help. That to me, that's like what we're here for, is to help others. That's what I always thought.
Just get back. I think the moral of our story today, and we never have a moral to our story.
Never.
But I just get back a little bit. Every little thing you do for somebody else makes a difference. You give somebody $5, you lend a neighbor a hand, you give somebody a ride.
$5.
Shovel their snow.
It all makes a difference. Oh shit, he's buying
He's
my
paying.
drinks today. Guess who got the top today, baby? All right, Sis, tell them where they can find you.
Hey, I'm on the X and Instagram. I think I'm on Facebook lately.
Okay.
Yeah, you are. I've seen you a lot.
I've been getting all these notifications. I don't even know how that shit happens.
See?
At 1T Youngie.
1T Youngie
Yeah, that's how I roll.
Found me at McClintock's.
right now.
Yes.
He'll be stretched out on his bench over here, sleeping pretty soon.
So tired.
Giving him
Hey.
a ride home.
Big shout out to our guy again, Chops, Michael Chops Mills. You can find him as the Real Big Chops on Instagram and on the X. Don't forget to check out McClintock's Distillery if you're in Frederick. If you just want to come through for a drink, check out the back bar. Whatever your little heart desires. This is probably one of the best distilleries around. I highly recommend it to anybody and everybody. Hit us up if you want us to send you some. No, we can't do that, can we? Maybe McClintock's will send it to you, though. Their gin is off the chain, though. So, again, thanks to those guys for hosting us today to do the show. Connect with us here on the Original Sports Podcast by checking out our website, podpage.com, Original Sports Podcast with Mark Maradei. You can like us on Facebook, join our conversation on Twitter, and also reach out to us on Snapchat. All those are OSP with MM. And follow our Instagram. A lot more TikToks you've been doing lately, as well as our YouTube channel where we have over 170 episodes. All of that is Original Sports Podcast. Shout out to our sponsors. Wait, which way? Right there.
Yes.
All our networks that we are on. I'm sorry. All our networks we are on.
Sideline Sports.
Sideline Sports, Let's Talk Sports Network, ESEN, Elite Sports Network, and Manning Media. Don't forget to watch our shows on Tuesday nights on Roku from 9 to 10 on ESEN. Let us know if you have any comments, questions, suggestions by emailing us at originalsportspodcast@gmail.com. Thanks to Medley, Steve Medley, that is, for doing our voice intro. Charlie Hodgson for doing our music. And join us soon. Join us very soon to experience the O on the Original Sports Podcast. Yeah, show to close. Show to close.
I am struggling.
Where? Oh.
Oh my Lord.